What up, guys? Welcome back. So a few days ago, we got the tokenomics for Cook, which is the liquid staking protocol for Mantle. By the way, that is their project. So Mantle is the one building that project. And we have an airdrop campaign. Basically, that is for 100 days. We have 70 days left, which is by just staking some METH. So the liquid version of ETH, but on Mantle. And also by staking some MNT, the Mantle token. So let's go ahead and check the tokenomics. By the way, if you don't know how to start doing it or you just want some more information about the campaign, I'm going to be adding it up here, the video, so you guys can check that out. Now, for the tokenomics, we have a total supply or max supply of 5 billion tokens. That doesn't mean they will start at 5 billion. That is just the maximum supply that will ever be created. Now, for the season 1 of the airdrop, which is what we have been participating, we have 5% allocated for Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is just taking the ETH. You're receiving some points or powder every 24 hours. And based on that amount, you're going to be receiving your airdrop. So 5% is 250 million Cook tokens. Next, we have Mantle Reward Station, which is taking MNT. We have 4%, which is 200 million Cook tokens. Next, we have POF and POF NFT. So they have allocated 6% in total for that main project. To be honest, not super excited because this is not something that I'm participating in, but I do get it, right? Memes are kind of hot. They want people to join their chain. So if they can help develop a good meme project, probably they can attract more people. So just like Solana, there is a lot of people that are on Solana just because of trading meme. So probably they're just trying to replicate something similar. So I get it. But at the same time, it is not something that I'm going to be making money with. So 9% in total is what we are participating. Also, if you're staking MNT, I do think we might have an edge because right now there is $1.6 billion stake on Metamorphosis for METH. But in comparison, there is around 130, 150 million MNT tokens stake. So obviously, the portion of the pie for this one might be even larger, but I'm still doing both of them. Now, let's go ahead and calculate or speculate how much money this can be worth. Since right now there is $1.60 billion stake, and right above it, which one we have? We have Jito at 2.15. So it is probably 30% more. So let's go ahead and use Jito as an example on how much money Cook could be worth in the future. So right now, Jito, it is worth $3 billion. Yes, that is with a B. Shitload of money, but also I do get it, right? They have $2.15 billion stake, so obviously it should more or less match the FDV. So $3 billion, let's just say that Cook could start at maybe $1.5 billion, just to use it as an example. So we do this. 1.5 billion multiplied by 5%. So we have $75 million, and that is for Metamorphosis. If you're also participating for staking some Mantle tokens, that could be a total of 135 million. Now, you might say that you don't think it will open at 1.5 billion. Completely fair. You can just drop it to 1 billion. Still $90 million. And that is obviously not including POF NFT and the POF project. Now, you might also say $1 billion is way too much. Just drop it to 500 million. That is completely fine. Now, I don't think it will be worth that low just because of the amount of money they have staked. At least not at first. So most likely it could open between 500 up to $1.5 billion and then gradually decreasing the amount. So the FDV might go down as more people start selling, taking some profit, and then after that it might stabilize. So for me, anywhere between $500 million up to maybe $1.5 billion is a good amount for the project. I might be wrong though. I might be wrong. You never know. But just doing the comparison with other projects is what I have seen so far. And also Mantle, since they are the one that are creating it, Mantle is a huge project. They're a chain currently worth around $3 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So they have enough liquidity to create something decent. Now, let's go ahead and also check how much money we could be making. So right here, if you are on your dashboard for Metamorphosis, you guys can check your percentage of the pool for the 5%. So right now I have 0.0008%, but this is increasing on a daily basis. So yesterday I was at 6 or 7%, I think. So on a daily basis, this is increasing. So that means, let's say that over the last 16 days, I have made 0.00005 every day. So since we have 70 days left, we could do this by 70. So more or less that could be the amount that I could end up with. If we also add the 0.008, maybe in total 0.004. So we could do this 4. And let's go ahead and add the amount. So we said 75 million for metamorphosis by your percent, which is around 3K. Again, if you want to drop that amount to maybe $500 million market cap, then it might be worth around 1.5K. For me, it actually makes sense to continue to stake because I'm not doing anything with my ETH. It is not a token like TIA, something on Cosmos that I'm not okay with holding. I already have a bag of ETH, so I'm okay with staking a little bit on Mantle and see what happens, because in the end, I'm still going to be receiving my funds back. I'm not swapping, I'm not trading, so I'm not spending money on fees. I'm just staking my funds, and hopefully in the future, I'm going to be receiving an airdrop. But by the way, this amount is not even including the MNT rewards that we're going to be receiving. So the 4% is not included here. So that means it can be even a little bit more, since we still need to be receiving a portion of the 4% pool for this one right here. And also, if you have participated on POF, probably you're going to be receiving also an allocation for that. Now, let's go to the vesting, because yes, they got some vesting. So for Metamorphosis, the allocation is 5%. At TGE, we're going to be receiving 2.5%. So just so you know, if you do some math, if you think you're going to be receiving 1K, 2K, just know that at TGE, it will be half. It will be half of that. So 2.5%. Then Cliff, 3 months, we have 1.25, and then 1.25. All of the others are basically the same. So we have allocation, which is 4%, then 2% at TGE, then 1% 3 months, and then 1% 6 months. Then we have POF, 5%, 2.5% obviously, then 1.25, and then 1.25. The only one that is different is the POF NFT, which is linearly vested across 12 months. So that is 0.083%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, basically that is the information that we have so far. Nothing crazy to do. If you check the previous video on Mantle on how to participate, you guys will see that it is quite simple. You stake some funds, you purchase some MNT, which is not necessary. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It is completely optional. I'm doing it because I'm already holding a bag of Mantle tokens. So I'm okay with staking. I'm okay with locking because I'm not planning on selling my tokens. So I'm doing both. And then over the next 70 days, we're going to be receiving some type of airdrop, and hopefully that can be good. So there you go, guys. Just a quick review of the tokenomics. Let me know if I should add something else, or maybe you guys have a different type of calculation that I could use. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.